Russian Subway Dogs is a very interesting turn from developer Spooky Squid Games, whose previous title, They Bleed Pixels, was a Lovecraftian challenging platformer. This time we have a Russian-themed arcade dog eating simulator that, while it may have a very simple gameplay loop, developers have done a good job in terms of trying to grow it and elevate over the course of play. So the story is that you play as, Russian subway dogs, with various characters from other games as unlockables, as you can see here. The idea is that you need to keep eating to survive, like most animals or everybody should, and you need to keep gathering food. And of course it is Russian themed with shawarmas and other related things. But while eating normal food is fine, where things get elevated is in terms of being able to cook food. Because this is Russia and I guess everybody walks around with vodka, you can bounce vodka bottles around, as you can see, and cause it to explode. And in doing so, it will cook the food, making it worth more points for you. You can also bounce it using your bark, as you can see, to start to add a multiplier. And you have to try and angle it to either get the food you want or attack nasty other animals who are trying to steal your food. Now, you can let the food hit the ground if you want, but it does suffer a score penalty. You can see I'm trying to bounce things around there. And then once a level is done, you will reward bones based on various bonuses or various conditions that are set to each level. The bones act as keys to unlock the next 7 levels, or to keep you in that specific chain. You can also unlock endless mode, as well as additional characters, as you can see here. Now, what makes Russian Subway Dogs interesting is that the game does a pretty good job of adding in new elements and challenges. As you can see on this map, we're introduced to people who are carrying groceries, or you'll start to see more of these things, and the groceries will drop random things. But then there's additional threats. Here's some capitalist Americans with their cheeseburgers, which you can eat for even more points. And the game just keeps throwing in more and more wrinkles to its gameplay loop. Oh, as you can see, I'm trying to grab more food there, get some bonuses, and so on. You can see my rank at the top. And while the score is certainly an important point, the main factor in terms of unlocking new content comes down to the bones. And again, you'll get 1 bone just for beating your personal bests, or if you just start the level, you'll just get it for free, and then the rest are earned through those missions. Now, one thing to keep in mind about Russian Subway Dogs is that the core gameplay loop isn't that complex. While things will become more involved, as you'll see in a second, it doesn't really evolve or change what you're doing from level to level. Even with some of the advanced levels, as you'll see here, the elements are just being added on, but you're not going to be finding too much in terms of complicated level designs or very advanced elements that we saw with something like They Bleed Pixels. Russian Subway Dogs is most definitely an arcade design game. So, it has a very simple core gameplay loop that I think works pretty well, but I don't know if there's enough here that would hold my attention to go through the whole entire game. But I do want to give credit to the developers for having this very simple element to it, but keeping it elevated and keeping it growing. As the game adds in more enemies, it adds in more food, such as chocolate, which you can eat, but it will start to poison you, because as we all know, dogs can't eat chocolate. But you can also leave it on the ground to finish off your adversaries. And there's a lot more. I only play up to essentially the second group of levels. There's still 2 more along with endless mode as well. So, if you're looking for something that is, I guess, cute and could possibly be communist propaganda, possibly, be sure to check out Russian Subway Dogs. And I'd like to thank developers for giving me a press key to check out. The game is currently available on Steam now. You'll find a link to it down below. And if you'd like me to tickle your game in the future, please don't hesitate to get in touch. But that's going to do it for this first look. Check back for daily discussions on game design here, and on Game Wisdom, where we examine the art and science of games. Until next time, have a good day. Before we get to the credits, just a quick shout out to the supporters over on patreon.com/GWBycer. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to check back for our regular streaming, most nights at 9:30, 10 EST, and you'll find a schedule linked down below. For a collection of my writings as well as audio casts on design, you'll find that at game-wisdom.com. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at GWBycer. If you're interested in hanging out and talking about game design topics, we have a Discord channel with the basic tier open to everybody, and that is linked down below as well. If you'd like to support us on Patreon, it is at patreon.com/GWBycer. Your support can help to keep things going and growing, and you can earn rewards such as ad-free versions of our talks, votings for our specific Let's Plays and grab bag streams, and more. But that's it for now. Thanks again for watching. I hope you come back for more great discussions on design here and on GameWisdom.com, where we examine the art and science of games.